Always wear black, because you've got me stained black underwear. Hey everyone, and welcome to our roundup of the best idle games, clicker games, and incremental games money can buy. Or, you know, not buy, because most of them are free.
Oh, even better. Some of them are genuinely really addictive. Like when people are talking, all I can think about is just clicking and clicking and clicking.
Well, I mean, you have been interrupting me quite
Anyway, if you didn't know what clicker games are, I'm going to tell you. So basically, they're games where you just click repeatedly to make stuff happen. I mean, it sounds obvious and it sounds simple, but trust me, Griff.
I always trust you.
There is a reason why they're really addictive and popular.
Shall we let's get started, Caroline, shall we? Caroline, she's thinking about clicking again. She's always thinking about clicking. Ever since we made this video, she used to be clicking. We'll start with the big one, Clicker Heroes. Originally released in 2014, it's free to play on Steam and sees you click on colourful little monsters to get gold. And this gold is used to buy and upgrade characters to help you. Compared to most idle games, it's a really nice art style and cool production values to stop you feel like you're wasting your life on a piece of trash. Anyway, just clicking those like slime balls and colourful flies is just really satisfying for me anyway. The more you click, the more powerful you and the more you click, the more you know.
How many entries are there?
None.
Oh.
There's this snowball effect that you see a lot in the incremental game genre, with each click more productive than the last. Hence, hence incremental. There is a Clicker Heroes sequel on Steam that spins the concept into an action RPG and gives you this little avatar, but for me, you just cannot beat the simplicity of the original, which lays the monster out in front of you and makes you feel like the hero, the Clicker Hero, perhaps. Also, unlike the sequel, Clicker Heroes is free as well, so you can't beat its price either. Click on that!
Number 2, Cookie Clicker. And
I swore, sorry.
This game is not a good one to play before lunch or dinner because it will just make you hungry. Play outside of these times though, and you're gonna find one of the most addictive browser games based on small flat-baked goods you could possibly find. Apart from Biscuit Frisbee, which is a game that I just made up.
I love Biscuit Frisbee.
It's a good one, right? Anyway, Cookie Clicker has actually been out for a while, launched in 2013 by programmer Julian Theano, and I estimate over 100 cookies have been collectively made in the game since then. Like, maybe even 200.
That's a weirdly conservative estimate there.
Yeah, I'm just a bit of a pessimist, I think. The aim of the game is to get cookies, obviously. You get one each time you click on that big cookie there. You then spend these cookies on cookie-producing buildings, then upgrade them to get cookies even faster. Cookie Clicker, like other games on this list, continues automatically even when you're not interacting with it, which is why it earns that idle game title. And while you'd think that sort of goes against why you play games like that in the first place, it makes Cookie Clicker this endlessly rewarding thing, where you start off baking a few dozen cookies, and before you know it, you've got endless cookies, which is almost as many as I could fit in my mouth.
You do love cookies.
I do, I really do.
From cookies to pizzas now with our third entry, Pizza Clicker. And while the theme is still food stuff, the concept is completely different. Here you're clicking on dough to earn money to purchase toppings, starting off with a sauce base, working your way up to olives, and topping it off with a nice lovely egg.
An egg?
Just a single egg. Or if you're like me, you just make endless sweet corn pizzas, just piling the sweet corn up. Oh, lovely stuff.
Yeah.
So you sell that pizza and you use the money to buy mysterious creatures to make the pizzas for you, as well as delivery drivers who do deliver your pizzas far and wide, even underwater.
Well, that is commitment.
If you live underwater, it's fine, you can have your pizza.
That's good, I was thinking about moving under the sea.
Despite the simplicity and the control scheme of these types of games taking place exclusively on the left mouse button, it just goes to show you how well these browsing clicking games manage to kind of distill complex concepts down into a series of simple commands. Pizza Clicker squeezes so much from a single click of the mouse, which squeezing, by the way, is not really something you should do with pizza. It just goes everywhere.
Who would squeeze a pizza?
Who would squeeze a pizza?
Yeah. Number 4 is a dark room, and this is one of the most minimalist clicker games you'll play. It starts with you in the titular dark room, and you've got one option: stoke the fire. Soon you run out of wood, so you have to go into the forest and gather some more. Then with the wood you can build traps, and then more and more options open up. This is all made a lot more interesting with the scrolling narrative on the left that feels like something out of a dark fairy tale. It's a testament to the writing that you really do get engaged with the dark room. I mean, yeah, sure, it's no Witcher or anything, but with modern RPGs requiring you to learn complex control schemes, something like this with its ultra stripped back interface is actually a refreshing alternative. And if you've only got a few minutes, it's a cool little digestible story that you can get involved in.
Number 5, and we are talking about Plantera. This is a flash-based farming game where you plant trees and you raise animals to expand your farm. Where other games in this video are fairly simplistic and just see you clicking on the same spot over and over and over and over, Plantera gives you a bit more freedom. So you can plant carrots and blueberry bushes and apple trees, then you harvest them when the time is right. And then you scroll left and right to plant more stuff and grow your farm's borders. There's a limit on the browser version, but you can expand more if you buy the Steam version. Depends on how big you want your farm, really. How big do you want it?
Huge. The biggest farm anyone's ever seen.
There's a bit of danger provided by foxes who go after your livestock like absolute f***ers, and crows who peck away at your crops like also absolute f***ers. You have to click on them to shoo them away. Making your farm bigger earns you more points to buy things like scarecrows, but at the same time, bigger farms are harder to protect. It's just the law of the jungle,
Understandably,
really. Yeah. Anyway, it's this constant balancing act that makes Plantera so addictive. Apart from the waking up at 4 AM and the constant threats of bankruptcy and all the stress, Plantera is probably as hard, if not harder, than being an actual farmer.
Does actually sound really stressful. Number 6, Forager. And Forager is the most expensive game on this list. It's $14.99 on Steam. But the reason for that,
pricey.
It is pricey. But there is a reason for that, and that is because it goes further than most clicker games, incorporating combat, exploration, farming, and survival elements in one instantly gratifying package.
Oh, I do like to be instantly gratified.
Yeah, me too. So maybe this is a good game for us, right? From becoming a master alchemist to making your own bombs, to raiding archaeology sites and showcasing your findings in a museum, Forager pushes the boundaries of what an incremental game is. But nonetheless, the endgame is dedicated to building your base and automating the process of generating resources until the whole thing is just churning out more and more stuff for you. So Forager is definitely one to check out if you want an incremental game with a bit more depth.
Number 7 is Resort Empire, not to be confused with the publicly traded NASDAQ company Empire Resorts. They own a horse racing track in New York.
That's great.
Resort Empire is completely different. It's another free browser game, but it's just really well done. Much like the overcooked steaks in my failing resort. You basically place facilities down in your resort, be it a restaurant or pool or games room, and this attracts visitors. You then use the revenue from the visitors to build and upgrade your stuff. Special visitors drop by when you meet certain requirements. Visitors like Anne Hathaway.
Aha, that's clever. I see that.
Yeah, it's very clever. It took me a while to get her. She only appears in 5-star resorts with a lodge. Ooh. Too good for my budget bed and breakfast, are ya? Look after these VIPs well and they'll spend more time and money. The real addictive part of Resort Empire for me are the challenges though, like installing 2 gift shops for a cool $1,000 bonus.
Nice.
Rolling in money. You like that, Anne, you leech? Anyway, if you want to be a business magnate in real life, you have to go outside and, meet people and shake people's hands and stuff. But in Resort Empire, you can just sit at your desk and click over and over again and you can be a magnate that way. Which for me is a lot more preferable. Yeah. Sit down.
I know you find this hard as well.
I find everything hard. Life is hard. Great.
Right,
good improv.
8th on the list is Shop Empire.
Capitalism!
Yeah! And if you like the general idea of Resort Empire but want a more retail theme, this is for you. Rather than build a resort, you're constructing the most luxurious mall possible. Think coffee shops, ice cream parlors, drugstores, not those kind of drugs.
Oh.
Yeah, every square inch of your shopping centre needs to generate money. Apart from the inches dedicated to restrooms, because otherwise you'll get people relieving themselves in Topshop. It's not the dream.
That gets messy.
Yeah, very messy. The side-on camera angle, as opposed to the isometric view of most management clicker games, just gives you this sense you're building floor upon floor of bustling mall. Don't forget the daily hassles of running your own emporium though. Floors need cleaning, power fails often, and shoplifters prowl at night.
Thieves!
Cheeky buggers. It all kind of reminds you of why you don't just go out and do it for real, because that would be like an actual nightmare.
Lastly, it's shrimps. So cool because of the army of small little shrimps you get to do your bidding. Little cute things.
Yeah.
It begins like so many other clicker games with you clicking your mouse to perform tasks. Whether that's gathering wood, checking traps, etc., etc. But progress on your own is slow. That's where the trims come in. I love those little trims.
It's a cute word.
They'll automate the tasks you do. They'll build villages, they'll fight monsters, and they'll go on this epic quest with you, which is all told on the right-hand side of the screen. Entirely text-based, it's like a fantasy novel for maths aficionados with numbers to manage and sequences to streamline. The spreadsheet-style interfaces, it's pretty ugly, all told. But like a lot of clicker games, as soon as you get over that hump of, why am I even playing this? I've got better things to do. It's hard to tear yourself away from trims. I love trims.
So those were the very best idle games, clicker games, and incremental games on PC. Shout out to the games that didn't make the list. time clickers, enchanted heroes, realm grinder. They just keep making the games and we just keep clicking on them.
Yeah, well, I don't know about you, but I'm off to dunk my index fingers in a nice warm bath.
Yeah, relax it up a bit.
Let us know in the comments if there are any click games we missed, and if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to subscribe to us here at PCGamesN. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.
Bye. Best idle games on PC? That's easy. They're all in this video.